Yo, and welcome to the Complain Train. Today we're talking about a few more news articles that came out this week, and starting this one off, we actually kind of have Street Fighter V, and what are they planning on doing with it? Or at the very least, Ono basically is planning on pushing the game upwards to about 2020. That's kind of when he's planning on like stretching the game out, but I kind of have some sneaking suspicions about that because, again, Street Fighter and most other fighting games, they usually never go past the 3 mark. You know, I mean, like, the only one that's possibly doing that is basically Super Smash Brothers, and also you have your you also now have your Marvel vs. Capcom 4s, but I'm gonna touch on that in just a little second. But honestly, really thinking about it though, it's like, well, Street Fighter all the way up until 4, they've only been having about like 3 iterations. You've seen it in Alpha, well, not necessarily Street Fighter 1 or Fighting Street. You kind of haven't seen it in that. You've seen it in Street Fighter 2, but they've had like an extra few because of the Genesis and other ports. But you also see it in Street Fighter 3. And also Street Fighter 4. These games, they usually only last about like a few years, or they make it about like 3 iterations, and then they stop. And also the big question is also, what are they going to actually plan on changing if it does stay around for like 3 more years, 4 or 3 more years? Are they going to fix the arcade mode problem? How are they going to treat the brand new characters? How are they going to treat Akuma? Is Akuma even going to be in the game? Are they going to make a whole bunch of brand new characters, or are they going to bring in way more old ones? I mean, again, they still have Dan and Sakura and all these other people out there that they probably could throw in, but I'm talking about Shotos now. So that is a thing, but that's what I got to say about that. Please think about it and tell me what you think about that down there in the comment section. But let's move on. Rumors that Marvel vs. Capcom 4 are coming out, and there's a very interesting change about it, or at the very least, let's jump on the rumor itself, which is, well, the game is going to come out in 2017. There have been multiple logos coming out, and there have been a lot of fan art, or most likely a lot of tweaks to these posters, which kind of come off as fake, or at the very least, like even in the trailers, where basically that they want to, whether they've done something interesting like we want to celebrate the almost 20 years, not the 20th year anniversary, or basically however they kind of word it. And it's like, it's kind of odd how they word that. It's like, when you want to take the 20-year anniversary, but they don't want to do it, but they want to celebrate the upcoming. So it's a little odd with the marketing. And also on top of that, another rumor is coming out too, is the fact that they plan on taking out the actual X-Men and throwing in way more Marvel movie-centric characters, such as Ant-Man and the Guardians, Ant-Man, the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, and so on. I mean, again, we have Rocket Raccoon in the last game, so it's a good chance that they might actually take out more of the X-Men and throw in some more of the actual, I want to say more of the Guardians of the Galaxies, even though in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I think that the only 3 people from the X-Men who were in there, or at least from that series, was Wolverine, Storm, and Magneto. I think those were virtually the only 3. But please correct me if I'm wrong though. But I think that's about it. Yeah. Hopefully that's not necessarily a terrible change, and that they can find that they can keep at the very least like Magneto in there or something. I mean, Sentinel's also in that series. Sorry, I forgot about Sentinel. But Sentinel isn't necessarily, well, Sentinel and Magneto, they're not necessarily X-Men, but they come from the series though. So it's a good chance that they might get pulled as well. So, you know, moving on to my final story, which I'm going to make this one quick, is that there is another rumor that, well, Death Stranding is going to get a showing at the Sony Experience December 3rd. And basically the only thing we know about that game, aside from that it has a very confusing trailer, is the fact that it's supposed to be an open world game and also supposed to have co-op. That's actually the only real thing that we kind of know about it. I'm kind of guessing that it probably might turn into something that Kojima and Del Toro, along with Norman Reedus, that what they're working on with Silent Hill. I think that that's something that is going to bleed over into this game, because again, it's like, well, you do have the world somewhat, you do kind of have this freaky idea, and it most likely could have some way, shape, or form, or have some influence upon Silent Hill. It just goes by a different name. We don't necessarily know, but all I know is that they give us something way more coherent whenever we see it again. But until then, that is what I gotta say about that. Please tell me what you think about this down there in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next John Grave Show. This has been the Complain Train. I'm out. Yo, and now how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Recap Corner. What is going on with RWBY Volume 4, Episode 4 this week? Well, starting this off, I think Osmond is still alive. Not him living in mirrors, per se, but... well, that's what it seems like anyway. Or he's like in some type of brand new creature. It's very difficult to say, but either way, he's not dead. And also, a bigger focus of this episode does kind of talk about the reason why Yang, why she didn't want to fight and everything, and her finally getting over her fear and getting her and her actually trying out that brand new product.